the start even more important, because if you're racing from behind on a track like this, trying to make up ground, that's where it's so easy to rush it and ask a little bit too much, a little bit more than this dirt can give you.
Absolutely. You see the 18 of Jet Lawrence getting ready to go. Cedric Supercross there on the number 2. You see that number 29, Phil Nicoletti, and the man, the undefeated man, Dean Wilson, aka Grandpa Earl. Grandpa was in the house during opening ceremonies earlier tonight.
And you know, look, Dino has been so dominant so far in this championship. You know he does not want to let the prodigal son, the 18 of Jet Lawrence, come in and whip up on him. I'm excited for this race, fellas.
Let's go, gates down, and we are underway. Wilson a little bit loose on the way in. Supercross with a great start around the outside. The 45 machine tries to hold it. That was Melross, but he's unable to do it. Jet Lawrence sits in 4th place at the moment, dives to the inside. Picks up 1 place, but it is Supercross that leads the way.
This heat race is stacked. You have Supercross, there's Melross, he's 3rd in the championship right now in SX1. You see Tansy out there, you have Harrison. This one's gonna be good.
Did I see a Yamaha back in front of Lawrence there? Yeah, just going through shot.
Mitchell Harrison comes up the inside of Jet Lawrence, makes the pass happen. And just like I said about Hunter, as we were taking a look at Jet, getting back around Mitchell Harrison up the inside, just like I said about Hunter, Jet is so good in these opening laps of being cautious, being patient, and still working his way towards the front, and that's what you need on a track like this tonight.
The My Pay Now Whole Shot Award, Cedric Supercross. This is a great way to start the night, but how about the privateer in 2nd place in Hayden Melross? Just coming back for Supercross this year, currently in front of the world's best Supercross racer, but he has a lot of pressure as the change of lines by Lawrence tries to find an opening. Not quite at the moment, but this swing back may allow an opening at the end of this straight as they go into the woods.
Well, don't let Melross being a privateer fool you. He's a very, very good rider as Jet sneaks up the inside, takes a look at it anyways, see if he can get on top of the roof. So Melross, look, he's been in contention to win these championships before. He's a good rider.
He's a great rider, and just talking to him earlier, having more fun on the dirt bike than ever. Not a lot of expectations. Didn't think he's 3rd in the championship. He did not see himself being there, but a heck of a season so far for the 45.
Well, going into a championship like this, when you expect nothing out of it, you've got to go home every weekend going, that was pretty damn good. I'm pretty pumped with the way I'm going at the moment as we see him really heating up at the front as Lawrence goes to the inside, leaves a lot of room for Cedric Supercross. They get towards the end here. Lawrence will be on the outside. Let's see if the favor is repaid.
Just a couple of gentlemen out there. Jet could have really pushed Subs up into that corner. Subs could have done the same thing, but a lot of respect between these 2 Honda riders.
Well, and these are the things that when we talk about Jet Lawrence, these are the things that you can't see that makes him so great. You've seen how much faster he went through that rhythm lane than Cedric Supercross. You can't really see that from the naked eye, but it's just because he's landing on the downside a little bit more. And he pushes through the jump just that little bit more. That's what makes Jet Lawrence so great.
And another thing about Jet too, he doesn't make enemies when he doesn't have to, right? He could have gone in, rushed the pass, made the pass happen a corner before, but if he can get around the guy in front of him, whether it's here in Australia, whether it's in Paris, whether it's in the States, he's going to try to make the pass clean for as long as he possibly can.
How about the battle in the background here between the number 15 machine of Dean Wilson, right to the back wheel of Hayden Melross. Wilson, your championship leader, who looked exceptionally good throughout qualifying, looks to cut to the inside here. Well set up pass. Melross goes down, just clips the last jump there. Front wheel tucks going into the turn. And unfortunate for him.
So easy to do that. Like you heard Hunter say on the podium, the track is getting slicker and slicker coming into that turn. He felt the pressure from Dino, probably just carried a little bit too much speed in, had a handful of front brake, down goes Hayden Melross.
1-2 in the championship right here. Dean Wilson ahead of Cedric Supercross in the championship. So these two are kind of going to square up here later on in these main events. I've been really impressed with Cedric as well. Look, multi-time French Supercross champion. Come over here to Australia, ride for Uri, that Boost Mobile Honda racing team. Teammates with Cedric, and the guy who's been undefeated in Dean Wilson. But Cedric's putting up a fight. He's been there each and every weekend, just came up a little bit short a few weeks ago in Sydney.
And five-time French Supercross champion. You know the guy knows how to win races. He knows how to manage championship scenarios. He looks good right now.
Our race leader clearing out as he goes towards to pick up the final lap boards. But the real battle right here between these two riders up and over the finish line, Wilson and Supercross. One lap to sort this out.
Jet's doing some interesting lines out there right now in front of these guys, but I'm curious on that triple right there. There's some guys flirting with that far left side.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. We might have to get the officials involved in that.
And you see the different line selection I was talking about earlier there. Dino going 2, 3, staying a little bit lower. Let's see, looks like he's setting up Subs for a pass. Let's see if he can get up alongside him in this next rhythm.
I think it's going to take two. The whoops, actually, no, look at this. Good run off the top of the tabletop. Wilson, a little bit of a bump, and puts himself into second place. Supercross will definitely know that he is ready to fight for this championship here tonight as we get to the closing stages. But the guy in the lead, the one everyone is going to have to catch here tonight, Jet Lawrence, picks up the first win of his night here in Australia. Wilson across in second place. Cedric Supercross in third. We didn't even mention Aaron Tanti across in fourth place, who started coming on strong at the end. And I just want to point out to you boys, the fastest lap time out of Jet then, a 57.1. He's almost into the 56-second bracket. I didn't think you would get it as the track started to firm up so much.
And just